The Latin American Wars of Independence were a series of prolonged struggles against Spanish and Portuguese colonial rule, occurring between the late 18th and early 19th centuries. These conflicts reshaped the geopolitical landscape of the Americas, giving birth to modern nations such as Argentina, Colombia, Mexico, Venezuela, Chile, and Peru. Inspired by Enlightenment ideals and fueled by local discontent, these wars were a testament to the resilience and determination of the peoples seeking self-governance. Origins of the independence movements. The roots of the Latin American revolutions can be traced back to the oppressive colonial system imposed by Spain and Portugal. For centuries, the colonies functioned under a rigid caste system, with Spanish-born peninsulars holding the highest administrative positions while Creoles, those of Spanish descent born in the Americas, were largely excluded from political power. This disparity led to growing frustration among the Creole elite, who sought greater economic and political autonomy. Moreover, the Age of Enlightenment introduced revolutionary ideas emphasizing individual rights, liberty, and self-determination. These concepts gained traction among the educated classes in Latin America, who sought to challenge the existing order. The success of the American and French revolutions provided further motivation, demonstrating that colonial rule could be overthrown through determined struggle. Impact of the Napoleonic Wars. The independence movements gained momentum following the invasion of Spain by Napoleon Bonaparte in 1808. The deposition of King Ferdinand VII and the installation of Joseph Bonaparte as the ruler of Spain led to a crisis of legitimacy throughout the Spanish Empire. Many colonial leaders questioned their allegiance to a weakened Spanish monarchy, seizing the opportunity to push for self-rule. Local juntas, governing councils, began forming across the continent, initially pledging loyalty to Ferdinand VII but later declaring full independence. However, these early movements were met with strong resistance from Spanish loyalists and colonial authorities, leading to years of brutal warfare. Major conflicts and key figures. The wars were fought across diverse terrains, from the vast plains of Argentina to the rugged Andes Mountains and dense jungles of Central America. Guerrilla tactics, prolonged sieges, and large-scale battles define the nature of these wars. Some of the most influential figures in Latin American independence included Simón Bolívar, known as the Liberator. Bolívar played a central role in securing independence for Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Bolivia. His military genius and vision for a united Latin America made him a legendary figure in the struggle. José de San Martín, an Argentine general who led the fight for independence in Argentina, Chile, and Peru. San Martin's strategic crossing of the Andes in 1817 remains one of the most remarkable military maneuvers in history. Miguel Hidalgo, a Mexican priest who initiated the Mexican War of Independence in 1810 with his famous Grito de Dolores, Cry of Dolores, calling for the end of Spanish rule. Bernardo O'Higgins, a key leader in Chile's independence movement, O'Higgins played a crucial role in securing the nation's liberation from Spanish rule. Antonio José de Sucre, a brilliant general under Bolívar, Sucre played a decisive role in securing independence for Ecuador and Peru, culminating in the Battle of Ayacucho in 1824, which marked the definitive end of Spanish control in South America. Decisive battles and turning points. The Latin American Wars of Independence saw numerous battles that determined the fate of nations. Some of the most pivotal encounters included Battle of Boyaca, 1819. Bolívar's forces decisively defeated the Spanish royalists in present-day Colombia, securing independence for New Granada, modern Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, and Panama. Battle of Carabobo, 1821. Another crucial victory by Bolívar, which led to the independence of Venezuela. Battle of Pichincha, 1822. Led by Antonio José de Sucre, this battle resulted in the liberation of Ecuador. Battle of Junín and Battle of Ayacucho, 1824. These battles marked the final collapse of Spanish rule in South America, with Sucre delivering the decisive blow to Spanish forces. Siege of Cartagena, 1815. A brutal and prolonged siege by Spanish forces in present-day Colombia, showcasing the resilience of revolutionary forces despite being vastly outnumbered. Challenges after independence. Despite the military successes, the newly independent nations faced significant challenges. The wars had left much of Latin America in economic ruin, with infrastructure destroyed, populations devastated, and governments in disarray. Political instability was rampant, as rival factions vied for control, leading to internal conflicts and civil wars. One of the greatest challenges was the question of governance. While Bolívar envisioned a unified Latin America, regional differences, personal ambitions, and economic disparities led to the fragmentation of the former Spanish colonies into multiple independent states. The dream of a Gran Colombia, a united federation of Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, and Panama, quickly dissolved due to political infighting. Long-term impact. The Latin American Wars of Independence reshaped the continent and had lasting repercussions. End of colonial rule. The wars effectively ended Spanish and Portuguese dominance in the Americas, except for a few territories like Cuba and Puerto Rico, which remained under Spanish control until the late 19th century. Formation of new nations. The wars led to the creation of multiple independent republics, each with its own identity and challenges. Economic struggles. Many of the newly independent nations struggled to build stable economies due to destruction from the wars, reliance on agriculture, and foreign debt. Political instability. The lack of strong democratic institutions led to the rise of military dictatorships and caudillos, strongmen, resulting in cycles of instability and authoritarian rule. Inspiration for future movements. The Latin American independence movements inspired other regions, including the Philippines, to challenge colonial rule in the 19th and 20th centuries. Conclusion. The Latin American Wars of Independence were among the most significant events in world history, marking the birth of new nations and the end of European colonialism in the region. While these struggles came at a great cost, they ignited a sense of national identity and sovereignty that continues to shape Latin America today. The heroes of these wars, from Bolívar to San Martín, remain revered figures, and their legacies serve as a testament to the resilience and determination of those who fought for freedom. The story of Latin American independence is not just one of military victories, but also of the enduring challenges of nation-building. Understanding this history is essential to appreciating the political and social dynamics of the region today. Through their sacrifices, the revolutionaries of Latin America paved the way for future generations to pursue democracy, equality, and justice. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and become a part of our community. Here, you will find historical wars, inspiring stories, and unique content based on real events. If you want to see more engaging and fact-based stories, hit the bell icon to get notified about our latest videos instantly. Your support means the world to us. Leave a comment and let us know what topics you'd like us to cover next. Raising hands fire. Bell, subscribe, share, and help us bring these incredible stories to the world.